This is hour 26. The first PDF that you can print out is this. This deals with, I believe it's called a subjunctive. I was terrible in grammar, so I believe this is what it's called. I found that many students actually tend to fear this group of patterns because they get very, very confused. In lesson 25, we prep them a bit for this with studying Do You Wish You Could Have Gone? Do you to get that familiarity with their lips and their expressions and their hearing? This is going to reinforce it even more. The only way that I try to explain the difference between would and could is could reflects a weak possibility of something happening, a weak or even no possibility, and a would reflects a good possibility. It only refers to the future and the past. The trick comes here in this sentence. Let me go over the future first. A dead giveaway, or the way that you know a could or would will come out, is if in this sentence the past tense comes out. If she comes, I will leave. Comes is the present. But if you said if she came, I could leave, that is a weak possibility. If she left, I could be angry. If he didn't give me money, I could be angry. But the good possibility generally prevails here. If she came, I would talk to her. It's a possibility. If she comes, I will talk to her is 100%. But here you'll find the past tense come out the most. So if she came, I would be delighted. If he asked me to marry him, I would be so happy. So this deals with the future. Sometimes this part of the sentence is not even used because everybody sort of assumes what you're going to say, you know. I wouldn't tell her here. If I were you, I wouldn't tell her. But sometimes if everybody understands this part of the sentence, they'll just hear this part. He would be angry. Now, this can go either at the front or the back of the sentence. So I would just randomly make up some questions and have them answer it. If she came, would you go? If he went, would you be happy? If she came, could you be more understanding? If he left, could you help them? I would even make up examples where you just say if, this part of the sentence, and have the students fill out the example themselves. You know, if she came, if they wanted to go, if she had to go, if it cost a lot of money, if they came, if he didn't study, I would be angry. You know, so just have them fill out this part of the sentence. Have them use either could or would. In the past tense, once again, we run into this could have and would have. In the last teacher's tips, I reminded you that when this is spoken fast, could have becomes could of, of, or coulda, just You won't find this written anywhere, but this is the way it's spoken. I could have met her. I could have met her. The same here. Would have becomes would of, of, and I would have gone. Woulda is like just sounds like an A. The short form can also be used here. Now, I put two asterisks here because typically in this part of the sentence, you either still have the past tense or had with the past participle. If she had come, I could have talked to her. If she had gone, I would have gone with her. Definitely, if you hear had in the past participle, this definitely is going to come out. It only refers to the past. So once again, you can run through some examples of that. This is generally how this pattern is made. Once again, I would tell the students that, everything is not always black and white. There's this vague area of possibilities. And in English, the vague area are expressed with could and would. And in the past, could have and would have. So that's the first part of this. The second part of it is this. We studied in hour 3 or 4, hour 4, we studied should. And at that time I said we'll wait until a later time to talk about it, because in my mind, the use of should often reveals a sense of judgment that you're giving. In this part, in this sentence, you can either use the present or the past tense. It doesn't make any difference. If you knew, you should tell her. If you know, you should tell her. Whether it's the present or the past, you can use it here. Should always reflects a judgment generally. This is used from parents to children. You shouldn't lie. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't talk to your mother like that. This has absolutely no judgment involved in it as a feeling. When you get the should, there is a feeling of judgment here. In the past tense, it's used a lot. People say, I lost my keys. Well, you should have been more careful. You should have been more careful. I went there alone. You should have gone with your brother or sister. In this part of the sentence, either the past tense or had and the past participle are used. If you lost it, you should have called me. If you had lost it, you should have called me. Once again, we're introducing this other variable with this pattern, and the use of if, where you have a lot of the past tense comes out, and you can help your students to identify this. Once again, reflecting the world of possibilities and the world of judgment. So this may take a bit of time for them to get used to. There's lots of practice reviews for them. Once again, hour 25, the previous lesson, we did study I could have gone, I would have gone, I wish I would have gone. So they should become a bit familiar with this, and you're telling them about the reflection here of the judgments people make unconsciously when they're talking to one another. Thank you.